Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's broadcast of Colonels Varsity Baseball. This is the second game of the year versus the Versailles Tigers. Last game coming off of a loss against New Bloomfield. We're fired up to see this Colonels roster perform tonight. I'm here with my cameraman Angelo Urdaneta and my co-host, the amazing Bradley Thumby. Bradley, what are your thoughts leading into this game?
After a terrible loss against Bloomfield, hopefully the Colonels can bounce back and win this game. On back to you, Mr. Mason Kletchen.
I could not agree more, Bradley. Momentum is exactly what these MMA Colonels are going to need after losing to New Bloomfield by mercy rule late in the fifth inning. As we await the opening pitch. First in the batting order for the MMA Colonels is going to be Luke Wolf. Then on deck is going to be Hunter MacArthur. Luke Wolf here stepped up to bat. That's going to be a ball by the pitcher.
There should be more underneath the popcorn machine, Laura.
And that's going to be a swing and a miss by Luke Wolf. 1 ball, 1 strike is the count. And that's going to be a hit to the right field by Luke Wolf. And he's going to make it on base safe as a first baseman dropped the ball. Bradley, your thoughts on that?
Wolf is a very impressive young man. He is one of the 2 freshmen who are starting on this Colonels baseball team.
Could not agree more. The freshman superstar, Luke Wolf, as we'll see Hunter MacArthur here at bat now. And that's going to be a ball by the pitcher. 1 ball, 0 strikes, Hunter MacArthur. The lefty out of Columbia, Missouri. And a swing and a miss by Hunter MacArthur. That's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike. Copying exactly what Luke Wolf did last time. Hopefully he can get on base exactly like Luke did.
Thank you, Ryan.
And that's going to be another ball by the pitcher. Luke Wolf's going to make a move for second.
Hey, honey, what you need?
And they're going to rule him safe.
They're in that,
Luke Wolf already showing his superstar mentality, stealing a base early in this game.
unit. That's like the hot dogs are on. They're in that middle.
2 balls, 1 strike, Hunter MacArthur to bat. And that's going to be another ball. It's going to be 3 balls, 1 strike. Hunter MacArthur looking for the walk here. And that's going to be another strike. Full count now for Hunter MacArthur as Seth Straka on deck, waiting for MacArthur to find a way on base. And that's going to be another ball. It's going to be a walk for MacArthur as Luke Wolf steals third. Luke Wolf stolen 2 bases now so far this game as the captain Seth Straka going to come up to bat.
Now batting number 1, Seth Straka.
And Seth Straka going to make contact with his first bat, and it's going to be a pop fly, and it's a first out for the MMA Colonels. Not the start Seth Straka would want. But Charles George, Big George, going to have to follow him up and see if he can make something happen next. Man on first and a man on third. And Charles George going to swing and miss. Good swing by Charles George. On deck for the Colonels is Jeremy Ansel. And they're going to rule a ball. Pitch was high. Charles George going to make contact right out to right field. That's over the fielder's head. And Luke Wolf's going to make it home. Hunter MacArthur turning the bases. And Hunter MacArthur's going to make a move for home. And they're going to rule him safe. Colonels move to a quick 2-0 lead as Charles George makes it all the way to second base.
This is easy, man.
Now batting number 2, Jeremy Ansel.
Jeremy Ansel, the southern southpaw. Up to bat. And Jeremy Ansel going to fire there, but a quick miss. Good contact by Ansel. That's going to be ruled a foul ball. That's 2 strikes for Jeremy Ansel. Up on deck for the MMA Colonels, Nathaniel Beaumont. And that's going to be a ball. 2 strikes, 1 ball is the count. Charles George on second base. Bowman up the bat. Or up on deck. My apologies. There's the pitch. And another miss by Jeremy Ansel. That's going to be the first strikeout of the game for the Tigers.
Now batting number 11, Nathaniel Bowman.
2 outs for the Colonels as they take a quick 2-0 lead. Charlie George on second base. Nathaniel Bowman up to bat. And they're going to rule that a ball.
Thanks, Lisa.
Up on deck for the Colonels is Anthony Mellick as Bowman's going to make contact, and that's going to go short. Let's see if he can beat the ball to the base. And that's going to be an out. Tigers going to take possession. Up at bat now. Quick summary for that. Colonels batting. 2 runs home. Led by Luke Wolf, stealing 2 bases. And Hunter MacArthur. Charlie George set the tone with a big hit out to right field, managing to get himself a double and 2 of his brothers home. Starting at pitchers for the Colonels can be Hunter MacArthur. Last game he did not have such an outstanding performance, but today he is ready to turn it around. Well, Bradley, on the bus ride to the game, Charlie George did say he was going to hit one out of the park this game. He came pretty close. What are your thoughts on how he's going to perform throughout the rest of the game?
We all love Big George. We all love Big George. And I think Big George is going to give us a home today. I think Big George is going to make it home today. I also believe that Mr. John Latenzer is going to play very good today if he gets to play.
Me too.
And the MMA Colonels going to walk to the outfield now as we have Hunter MacArthur pitching, Avon Hernandez on first base, Big Charlie George. My fault. Avon Hernandez at catcher, Big Charlie George at first base. Adam Stempel playing third. Seth Strzok at shortstop, and it looks to be Luke Wolf on second. And in the outfield, in right field, we have Anthony Mellick, center field, Ethan Hirsch, and Jeremy Ansel playing left. Ethan Jamal Hirsch proving to be a superstar for this MMA Colonels team so far this season. Last game catching 2 pop flies against New Bloomfield, won a sliding catch, showing his incredible athletic abilities. After Jeremy Anson performed multiple errors last game, he is ready to turn it around and show that he is a superstar and a role player for this Colonels team.
All right, bye.
Adam Stempel going to see his first minutes starting,
I know, right?
as he did not start last game for the Colonels.
Good grief. Are they saying 2 more? No, he's saying, yeah.
The Colonels preparing themselves in the outfield and the infield. Hunter MacArthur ready to pitch. Let's see what Hunter MacArthur can perform here, as that's going to be a ball wide right. First pitch of the game for MacArthur, not looking like a hot start.
Honey, not up here, okay? Sorry.
Hunter MacArthur not used to playing on this turf field. Another ball wide right. MacArthur's going to have to get into a rhythm here if he wants to be if he wants to be pitching pretty well this game. Once again, a ball wide right. That's going to be a walk for Hunter MacArthur.
That's something in the way.
Now batting number 15, Justin Hemrick.
Once again, a ball by Hunter MacArthur. Hunter seems to be in a little bit of a slump, as last game he pitched pretty well. And that's going to be a first strike for Hunter MacArthur this game. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a foul ball straight up into the air. And that's going to be 2 strikes, 1 ball. Hunter MacArthur looking for his first strikeout in this game, hoping for many more to follow. That's going to be 2 strikes, 2 balls. As MacArthur's looking to bring that pitch more towards the center. And as I just said, more towards the center, Hunter MacArthur chucks one into an abyss. And that's going to be a full count now. And that's going to be a second walk for Hunter MacArthur as the runner's going to steal third. Batter number 24, Cole Wilson, up to bat now, as he's got 2 of his men on base.
Now batting number 24, Cole Wilson.
And they're going to have a man steal home. And some dancing going wrong near second, and that's going to be an out. That's the first out for the Tigers, but a man does make it home. That's going to be a great performance by the captain, Seth Straka, as he was there to tag him down. Good eye by Luke Wolf, managing to move over to first when Charlie George came out. And that's going to be a strike by Hunter MacArthur. 1 strike, 1 ball. And that's going to be another pitch wide right. MacArthur is a lefty, so he's going to have to compensate for that. And that's going to be a foul ball. 2 strikes, 2 balls now for Cole Wilson. And another pop fly foul ball. It's going to be 2 strikes, 2 balls. It's going to remain. No men on base for the Tigers. And that one's going to be foul. Cole Wilson going to keep himself up to bat. And another foul ball. That's 3 fouls in a row for Cole Wilson. Hunter MacArthur probably happy that these aren't going to be balls for him. 2 strikes, 2 balls. And that's going to be a line drive right past MacArthur, right to the outfield. And it's going to be fielded by Ethan Jamal.
Coming to the plate for your Tigers, number 10, Adam Radcliffe.
Adam Radcliffe up to bat for the Tigers. Hunter MacArthur readying the pitch. And that's going to be a ball right down the center. Top of the first, scores 2-1 in favor of the Colonels. And they are going to call a strike. That's the first clean strike thrown by Hunter MacArthur this game. Love to see that. That's going to be 1 strike, 1 ball. This is Hunter MacArthur's first time starting as the Colonels pitcher. And an error by Charlie George. Cole Wilson is going to find himself to first. He's going to move to third. And Jeremy Ant's going to be there to save that. Hunter MacArthur threw a wild ball past Charlie George. He's going to have to figure out how to fix that. As Cole Wilson managed to move from first to third. Colonel's in danger of letting up points here. That's going to be another wide ball. 1 strike, 2 balls is the count. Three strikes. My apologies. 3 balls, 1 strike is the count now. Man on third. Adam Radcliffe up to bat. And he's going to hit that one wide right over to Jeremy Ansel. And Ansel's going to be there to catch that one. The Tigers man is going to make it home. That puts the score 2-2. Tie ball game with 2 outs in favor of the Tigers.
Now batting
Up to plate now for the Tigers, Tyrus Ollison. As Hunter MacArthur readies the pitch. He's going to let one fly, and that's going to be a ball wide. And that's going to be a line drive. White's right to the captain, Seth Straka. He's going to drop it. Luke Wolf's going to field that one and bring that one to the pitcher's mound.
Now batting, number 26, Chase Shoemaker.
Chase Shoemaker up to bat now for the Tigers. As there's a man on first. And that's going to be a strike by MacArthur. MacArthur showing his potential here. And that's going to be a foul. That's going to be 2 strikes. No balls. MacArthur chancing his first strikeout this game. And that's going to be hit right to Adam Stemple, who's going to hit George. George going to lose the ball and attempts to field it. And you can see the frustration by Colonel's catcher, Avon Hernandez. He's done a great job so far this game. Big Charlie George, multiple errors so far. There's the pitch from MacArthur. That's going to be a strike. Last 4 pitches by Hunter MacArthur's have all been strikes. And that's going to be a pop fly strike. That's 2 strikes, 0 balls for Hunter MacArthur. Showing some potential at the pitcher's position. A strikeout here would mean the Colonels will be back up to bat. And that's going to be a ball. And Chase Shoemaker's going to steal second. Man on second, man on third. Hit right to Seth Straka, and that's going to be an out. Great read there by Charlie George, as no men are going to make it home. And that's going to keep the score 2-2 as the Colonels are going to be back up to bat. Thumby, your thoughts on that last possession?
Big George totally made up for his mistakes throughout the game. Big George looking warmed up now, if you know what I mean.
And now up to bat for the MMA Colonels is going to be Anthony Mellick, the senior out of Roland Park, Kansas. My apologies, a junior out of Roland Park, Kansas. Up on deck is Adam Stempel, the sophomore out of Latvia. As Melik's going to step up to bat. That's going to be a strike, first pitch. Melik going to take a step out of the batter's box, perfect his swing. Melik, another Colonels lefty, as this Colonels team is nearly predominantly left. That's going to be a ball. 1 strike, 1 ball is the count. At the bottom of the first. And that's going to be a strike by Melik as he swung. 2 strikes, 1 ball as Adam Stempel makes his way to the plate, thinking he's up to bat. What are you doing, Adam? And there's the pitch, and that's going to be a ball as Melik nearly swings. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's the count for Anthony Melik. There's the pitch and a strike. That's going to be a strikeout. Anthony Melik. Up to bat now, the Latvian Adam Stempel.
Now batting number 16, Adam Stempel.
And up on deck going to be Ethan Jamal Hirsch. Out of St. Louis, Missouri. First pitch going to be a ball. Stempel awaits the pitch. And that one's going to go up and out. And that's going to be 1 strike, 1 ball. As Zachary Tillich of the JV squad retrieves the ball. And that's going to be another ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Nice pitch. Ooh. Where's that?
3 balls, 1 strike's the count for Stempel. And Stempel's going to hit that one right to first. Pitcher's going to drop it. Stempel have the speed to make it, and he does not, as they're going to rule him out. Up to bat now is Ethan Jamal Hirsch. And up on deck, the freshman sensation, Luke Wolf.
Ethan Jamal Hirsch. Thank you, Mom. You're welcome, honey.
And that's going to be a strike. First pitch is Hirsch does not swing. And this will be a wide ball. 1 strike, 1 ball. It's the count for Hirsch. And a super wide ball, as that one's going to fly high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Same thing that followed the last 2 pitches. As we have 3 balls, 1 strike for the count. And Ethan Jamal going to make contact. It's be a live drive. Took this pitcher a second to pick it up, and they're going to rule him out. Hirsch doesn't think he agrees with that call, but whatever the ump says goes. That's going to be the finish of the bottom of the first inning, as Hunter McCarthy is going to step out to the plate to pitch. David Hernandez is going to walk out a catcher. Thumby, your thoughts on the Colonels' batting?
We did outstanding at the first half of the game, and then after we left, it just started getting a little bit shaky.
Is that
On the field is Papa John. Papa John up to left field as they go into the second inning. As I correct myself, third base. He going to third base.
as Papa John Latenza going to make his debut onto the field? Papa John, always a fan favorite. Was a fan favorite in Colonels basketball as well as Colonels soccer, and he remains a fan favorite in Colonels baseball. He is considered an absolute unit for this Colonels team. Papa John Latenza.
Leading off the inning for your Tigers, number 30, Trace Murdoch.
Trace Murdoch up to bat now for the Tigers as Hunter McCarthy is going to await the pitch. And that's going to be a wide ball. Hunter McCarthy going to find himself, hopefully not find himself in this slump once again. As you can hear his teammate Ethan Hurst cheering him on. And another wide ball. As Murdoch's going to step out the batter's box and take a second. That's going to be another ball for MacArthur. One away from a walk. And a hit. It's going to result in a foul ball out to the right, nearly taking out one of the members of the Colonels JV squad, Reagan Hammonds. That's going to be 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 ball away from a walk. A line drive to third. Papa John Latenza going to field. And that's going to be the first out as Charlie George catches it on first. Big Papa John to big Charlie George. What a play. And that's going to be a hit immediately all the way out to Jeremy Ansel at left field. That's going to go over Ansel's head. This might be an in the park. As Ansel's going to head that one to Straka. Straka's going to drop it. And he fields it right before the man's able to slide into third.
Now batting, number 27, Noah Dykesel.
The leadoff, Noah Dykesel up to bat now. And he's going to make contact immediately as well, as Seth Straka looks to field and drops it. As we have a man on first and a man on third. With 1 out, Colonels hoping to keep them from scoring once again. Hunter MacArthur fearing a steal. That's going to be a bunt. That's going to result in a foul off the top of the bat. That's going to be 1 strike. Papa John Latenza in his stance. And that's going to be a ball, nearly taking the head off the batter. 1 strike, 1 ball as a man on first able to steal second, man on third. That's going to be another ball for MacArthur. 1 strike, 1 ball. My apologies. 1 strike, 2 balls. And nobody's going to look to steal there. That's going to be 3 strikes. My apologies. 3 balls, 1 strike. And that's going to be a super wide ball. That's going to result in a walk. As the bases are loaded. As number 24, Cole Wilson, going to be up to bat. Colonels outfield going to have to be ready. A bad pitch by Hunter MacArthur could result in an unfortunate grand slam. The score remains 2-2 in the top of the second. And that's going to be a wide ball by Hunter MacArthur. No one's going to look to steal as the bases are loaded. He would not be able to make it home in time. Evan Hernandez might be a big fella, but he can move. That's going to be a hit right over the head of Seth Straka. 1 man going to make it home. Looking for a second. 2 men going to make it home. As a man on first and second, score is now going to be 4-2 in favor of the Tigers. Up to bat now is number 10, Adam Radcliffe.
Now batting number 10, Adam Radcliffe. Oh, those are sweet. Those are really cool.
That's going to be a ball. Looks to steal third. Man stealing third and a man stealing second as they're both going to accomplish their mission. Man on second, man on third. Radcliffe up to bat. 1 out for the Tigers. And that's going to be a strike. First strike Hunter MacArthur's thrown in a minute here.
Tiger Bear Versailles, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Counts 1-1 to Adam. 2 across in the bottom of the second and the first for Versailles. We lead it 4-2.
And that's going to be a hit right past Seth Straka. And Jeremy Ansel going to be unable to field that ball. As Radcliffe's going to make it a second. 2 runs home for the Tigers. That's going to put the score 2-6 in favor of the Tigers. Jeremy Ansel and Seth Straka both unable to grab the ball there. Crucial mistakes
Now batting number 3, Tyrus Allison.
by these role models.
Two more across. Scored 6-2 in the bottom of the second. Runner at second. No count on the batter with 1 out.
And that's going to be a pop fly right over the pitcher's head. Charlie George there to field the out. Man was able to steal third. There are 2 outs. The score is 6-2.
Coming to the plate for your Tigers, number 26, Chase Shoemaker. Oh, and he's aggressive as
Man looking to steal home, and he's going to. The score is now going to be 2-7 in favor of the Tigers, as they have scored 5 in this inning.
Can you imagine sitting out there? Nicole's taking money and I'm just like,
or even living anywhere close.
yes.
It's that way for every game. Well, and even practice
He's
is like every day.
paws up on a tree. There's a squirrel out there just giving him fits. Same thing.
That's going to be right over Seth Straka. Right for once to Charlie George, and that's going to be an out. This is going to be the end of the second inning. That inning, Colonels had 0. Tigers had 5. The score is now 7-2 in favor of the Tigers. Not looking too hot so far for the Colonels. They're going to have to turn it around now as they're up to bat. Luke Wolf up to bat for the MMA Colonels, seeing if he can score some runs to bring this game in. See what Luke can do. There's the pitch. Luke swings, and it's a miss. 1 strike, 0 balls. Hunter MacArthur up on deck. And that's going to be a foul. Two strikes, 0 balls. From the freshman sensation, Luke Wolf. Last time Wolf was up to bat, he made it on base. That's going to be a ball. 2 strikes, 1 ball.
Yeah. It's like, who's that kitty?
And Wolf going to send that one right down center field. And going to be caught and out.
Gonna go get Ryan. Gonna get warm.
And the lefty, Hunter MacArthur from Columbia, Missouri, up to bat now. The captain, Seth Straka, up on deck.
Now batting number 13.
What's that good shit?
And MacArthur going to make contact, but it's going to be a foul. 1 strike, 0 balls. Hunter MacArthur up to bat.
Oh my gosh, the one on deck has like bands or slip-ons or something.
Right after this game, the MMA JV Colonels will play, led by senior Skylar Heineman. And that's going to be a ball. 1 strike, 1 ball for Hunter MacArthur.
What is?
Come on, Justin.
That's going to be another ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Back to the JV Colonels, coached by Coach Ryan Nowlin, led by Skylar Hyman, Reagan Ammons, and J.C. Ahua. As MacArthur readying the pitch. And that's going to be a ball high right. 3 balls, 1 strike. And MacArthur going to make contact once again. That's going to be another ball. Or, I apologize, that's going to be another foul. Full count now for Hunter MacArthur.
Must have hit a car because they were pretty happy over there.
Hunter MacArthur going to make contact and send that one right through the shortstop. And he looks like he's going to be able to make it on base. That's good news for Hunter MacArthur. As the captain, Seth Straka, up to bat now, and on deck, big Charlie George. And Seth going to make contact with it right to the shortstop. That's going to be one out. And Seth's going to make it on base. Umpire was clearly elated about that. Charles George up to bat with 2 outs for the Colonels. Scores 7-2. Jeremy Ansell up on deck. Charlie George, another one of these lefties. As Seth Straka made an attempt to steal, but it was squandered by the pitcher. And Charlie George is going to swing and miss. One strike, no balls. Charlie George.
Nice pitch. Where's that?
It's be 1 ball, 1 strike now. As the big Texan still unable to make contact. And he's going to swing, and that one's going to go out. Seth Straka going to make it on base. He's going to steal second. 2 strikes, 1 ball for Charlie George. As that's going to be a wide left. 2 strikes, 2 balls. And Charlie George unable to make contact. And that's going to be a strikeout, as Seth Straka was not able to make it home. After the bottom of the third, Colonels still runless since the first inning. And we'll see pitcher Hunter MacArthur step back up to the mound as Major Thomas Roberts will walk his way back to the dugout. Thumby, your thoughts on the Colonels batting the last 2 innings?
Obviously, we've seen Big George take over the plate. Big George, one of the best batters on the team, in my opinion. Avon Hernandez goes in and he takes his little post. And Big Papa Phil is back on third. As we see the 2 freshman sensations on the field. Oh, my bad. It's Luke Wolf and Avon Hernandez.
Folks, I don't know if you just saw that miraculous sight. Ethan Jamal Hirsch just threw himself onto the ground in the outfield. Don't know what happened there, but it happened, and it was quite a sight. Might have to rewind your tape and watch Ethan Jamal throw himself on the ground.
They're out of the tiny bags. You want me to use that other box on top of the fridge?
Yes.
Yes, you're right, Marlon. I told her yes.
Just want to give a shout out to the parents of these MMA Colonels, especially the mothers of Hunter MacArthur and Ethan Jamal Hirsch. I know some of them will shout out as the parents do not get enough recognition for the support of these kids. Hunter MacArthur going to pitch, immediate contact, foul ball. 1 strike, 0 balls, as Charlie George is going to meander around first base.
Which I haven't been on there. I never even got on there and made my put it to that basketball.
Seth Straka with his signature hand on the hip pose. And MacArthur's going to pitch. That's going to go right to Seth. Seth going to go for George, and they're going to roll him out. It's going to be 1 quick out for the Colonels. We've seen that multiple times this game, that Seth Straka to Charlie George duo. And it seems to be working.
Now batting number 30, Trace Murdoch.
Comes to bat now, Trace Murdoch. We'll see. We'll await the pitch from Hunter MacArthur. Score still stands at 7-2 in favor of the Tigers.
Yeah, I feel like that's in tortillas. I feel like they're a little less heavy than bread.
That's going to be contact right there.
Good ball, Trace.
Luke Wolf going to give it to Charlie George. George is going to drop it. And he's going to make it on base.
Yeah.
Luke Wolf going to walk over to George to have some quick words about what just happened.
Now batting number
Well,
5,
Charlie George
Jesse
is not, in fact, a
Palmer.
robot. He is a human. And that's going to be a strike.
But here's my thing. I don't know that I would do cost
1 strike, 0 balls.
just because they play. You know what I mean? They're out on the field warming up an hour before they play. So I feel like it's a little too much.
Now, for baseball, you almost need like a snack style.
Yeah, because like basketball, they
Avon Hernandez daring
6 or 7, sometimes.
the man on first to take a move to second.
Anyway, what were you saying?
And he's going to. He's not going to be afraid of him. He's going to do it. Avon Hernandez has been struggling with that all game. A big reason on why these Tigers players are able to make it home is from stealing bases.
Throughout the, have a granola bar in between innings or, yeah.
2 balls, 1 strike is the count. Three balls, 1 strike is the count. So MacArthur's going to deal a run at a run. He's not going to. That's going to be a walk. Man on first, man on second. Can't afford any more stolen bases this game.
Now batting number 27, Noah Dykesel.
Or Dykes up to bat. And that's going to be a line drive. Seth Straka, once again, unable to pull that one in. And that one's going to be sent home. Bases are loaded now. Once again. For number 15. As he's up to bat.
Now batting number 15, Justin Hamrick. I got it back. Come on, people. Oh, Goldfish is good too.
Hunter MacArthur got it ready to pitch. As the bases are loaded, he has to be careful.
Oh, yeah.
Be right down the center, they're going to rule it a ball.
They make these peanut butter cream.
1 ball,
What'd you say?
no strikes. That's Hernandez. Gonna drop that one. No one's going to steal. 2 balls, 0 strikes. And that's going to make contact. He's going to try to send that one home. Luke Wolf made an attempt at home to avoid points being put on the board. Smart call by Luke Wolf. Bad execution. As Major Thomas Roberts is going to take a timeout to talk to these Colonels. While we have a break, Thumby, your thoughts on how the Colonels have been playing so far this game with a score of 8-2, hoping to avoid the mercy rule.
The Colonels team does not look like it has too much team chemistry, and that's what they need. We've seen a bunch of duos like Luke to Big George, but other than that, it doesn't look like they're all communicating, and I think that's what the Colonels need. Back to you, Mason Clutch.
I agree, Bradley, and it looks like the Colonels are going to have a change in the pitcher. My cameraman could zoom in on that new pitcher. Looks like it might be Ethan Hirsch. And it is. Ethan Jamal Hirsch going to be up to pitch now. Haven't seen anything out of him this season as for pitching. He's going to warm up, see how it performs. He's going to have his cheerleading squad right behind him. And, oh boy. Oh boy. And that's what we like to see. Ethan Hirsch right down the center, as he hasn't pitched in a little bit, so he's going to knock off the rust. He's looking pretty good.
Number 24, Cole Wilson.
Cole Wilson up to bat now for the Tigers. Ethan Hirsch is going to send this pitch down the center. And that's going to make contact. Seth Straka unable to field this one once again, as Ansel's going to pull that one in. And they're going to get 2 runners home. Score going to be 10-2 now, as the Colonels are keeping themselves out of the mercy rule.
Now batting number 10, Adam Radcliffe.
Adam Radcliffe batting out. It's going to be a ball thrown by Hirsch. One ball and no strikes, the count so far. And that's going to go wide. As runner is going to be able to advance a base. No one's going to try to steal a base there. It's going to be 3 balls, no strikes. And that's going to be a hit right up to third base. Papa John Latenzer. And Papa John to Charlie George. Back to Papa John.
We should, is there not a whole bottle in there?
But that is going to get the Colonels another out.
We have any more? 'Cause I brought, well, there might
But a
be
man
another
Millwake at home.
but I don't have
11-2
get it.
is the score now in favor of the Tigers.
Now batting number 3, Tyrus Allison. Yeah, hey, Marley. If someone wants to run up there, we can get Sour Patch Kids and
Big pop fly hit up. And that's going to be big. Charlie George looking to field it. And that's going to be a foul.
oh, that's a foul ball. He did.
And Charlie George was just running away from the ball.
It was on the line.
Big George.
Look that way from here, though.
Big George. I mean, he's looking straight at me.
Yeah. Alright, we got a runner at third. We're here in the bottom of the third. Tigers leading 11-2.
And that's going to be a foul ball.
Blake with 2 outs.
2 strikes, 0 balls is the count. Ethan Hurst looking for his first strikeout of the season. And he's going to hit him, and that's going to be a walk.
Way to wear it, son. You got Chase.
Up to bat now, Chase Shoemaker.
Now batting number 26, Chase Shoemaker.
Ethan Hurst ready in the pitch. Oh, he dares the runner to run. Great communication by Hernandez and Hirsch. Able to fend off any points. That's going to be a line drive right to Hirsch. And that's going to fly to center, to my apologies, right field of Anthony Melick. And that's going to be safe. I think that's what the umpire was doing.
I know, I kind of like it.
Also might have had a seizure.
Cole? Yes, this one. He did, yeah. Now batting number 12, Cole Vibra.
2 men on base, 2 outs. Wide ball by Ethan Hirsch. Two balls, no strikes is the count. One strike, 2 balls is the count. Man on second, man on third. Two strikes, 2 balls. Hirsch really feeling himself now. See if Hirsch can pull the first strikeout of the season in. And that's going to be a ball. Oh, my apologies. That's going to be a strike. He swung. That's going to be Hirsch's first strikeout of the season. And that is going to switch the innings. After the third, score is 12-2 in favor of the Tigers. We'll await the Colonels' batters. Up to bat now for the Colonels will be Jeremy Ansel, the Southern Southpaw out of Dallas, Texas.
Yep. I don't know, but please don't do that.
Jeremy Ansel, fun fact about him, he's a tri-varsity athlete. Varsity football, all-district basketball player,
So if no one signs
and a varsity baseball player as well.
tomorrow, would you?
Probably just, I don't have time to make anything, so I'll probably just get the sandwiches from Walmart.
Oh, sorry.
That's going to be a ball. Start that off.
Yeah. Sorry, Jeremy. I'm surprised they didn't like turn around and, you know.
And then with that one a ball as well. 2 balls, no strikes. Up on deck is Nathaniel Beaumont.
You know what? I have a toaster.
It's going to be the 3rd ball of the game. Apologies, the 3rd ball of the count. As our color announcer Bradley Thumbie has brought us food. And that's going to be a quick walk for Jeremy Ansel. Up to bat now is Nathaniel Beaumont.
Oh, my.
1 ball, no strikes. That's going to be 2 balls now. That's going to be 3 balls, no strikes for Bowman. And they're going to call that a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike for Nathaniel Bowman. And that's going to be another walk. As Jeremy Ansel's going to make it to second. Anthony Mellick going to make contact with the first pitch. It's going to result in a foul. 1 strike, 0 balls. Second pitch going to be a ball. 1 strike, 1 ball. That's going to be a ball as well. 2 balls, 1 strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. That's going to be a full count now for Anthony Mellick. He's going to have to get something working here. And Mellick's going to send this one deep right field. Right through the legs of the right fielder. And Jerry Ansel going to make it home. Nathaniel Beaumont Gonna make a move for home. Mellick's gonna slide into third. 2 runners home. Anthony Mellick in for the triple. That's gonna bring the score 12-4. And John Philip Latenzer up to bat now. Papa John Latenzer, an iconic senior out of Roland Park. And he's going to hit that one. And they're going to rule him out as he thought he was safe. I thought he was safe as well. Ethan Jamal Hirsch up to bat now, as the score is 5-12 in favor of the Tigers. Colonels cut the lead down slight. And he's going to bunt. As Hirsch made an attempt to get on base. It's going to be 2 outs at the bottom of the 4th. That's going to be 2 balls so far for Luke Wolf. Two balls, no strikes is the count. 2 outs for the Colonels. Luke Wolf going to take a ball to the dome there, as he's going to walk him to first. MacArthur up to bat now. That's going to be a ball, as Wolf thought about stealing. It's been another ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
Tiger fans, we're in the top of the 4th. 3 already across for the Colonels. Missouri Military Academy.
And a big hit by Hunter MacArthur right to center field. That's going to be an out.
Number 3. Not sure why the runner wasn't
It's going to be 3 outs for the Colonels, as Hirsch is going to take to the mound. Up to bat now. Trace Murdoch with 1 ball, no strikes on the count so far. Pitch from Hirsch. That'll be a foul ball. There's the pitch from Hirsch, and that's going to be a strike. 2 strikes, 1 ball is the count. That's going to be ruled a ball. 2 strikes, 2 balls. That's going to be another ball. Full count for Ethan Hirsch. And that's going to be a walk to start this inning. Comer awaits the pitch from Hirsch. And that's going to be hit way up and way out. Nearly taking out JV player Zachary Sturgeon. Hopefully Sturgeon's all good down there. Almost lost a NATO leader in that one. Hirsch going to get ready to take a pitch. He's going to wind up and release, and they're going to call that a strike as a man's going to steal second. Hirsch going to pitch right over to Luke Wolf, and that's going to be a double play. 2 outs for the Colonels in the bottom of the 4th. Noah Dykes up to bat now. As Ethan Hirsch going to look to recreate his last. He's going to wind up and release. And that's going to be a ball. Two balls, no strikes is the count. That's going to be a line drive right past Hirsch to center fielder Hunter MacArthur.
Did you hear that one? Lizzie? Yeah, listen to that one. Yeah, Justin.
Now batting number 15, Justin Hamrick.
And that's going to be a strike. One strike, no balls. And that's the pitch. And they're going to rule that one a ball. One strike, one ball.
You got some good ones on there.
2 balls, 1 strike is the count.
Throw it on there. You think we can find it there?
Yeah, can we?
I don't know.
It'll just all be. I was gonna say bleep, it'll bleep, bleep.
No, there's some other words in there. Fine.
So like Morse code. The
And that's going to be a ball.
So like Morse code singing out.
Man tried to steal third. Papa John nearly tagged him down. 3 balls, 1 strike is the count.
Naughty stuff was more easy. Ice cube.
And that's going to be a strike.
That was,
Those in the group or so.
that's the one that.
This is a good one. Is that a strike count?
2 strikes, 3 balls. Full count.
He's awfully excited.
Oh, this is what I listen to because my sister listened to NSYNC, so I had to listen to it.
That's going to be a pop fly straight up to Anthony Melick. And Melick's going to catch that one and end off the inning. Score at the end of the 4th, 12-5 in favor of the Tigers.
I really like to be.
Seth Straka up to bat with big Charlie George up on deck.
They haven't thrown a pitch yet. Here's the first one.
Seth Straka, the senior, and the captain out of Houston, Texas. With 1 strike and 1 ball on the count. And that's going to be a strike. 2 strikes, 1 ball. That's going to be thrown right at Seth. He's going to take that one for a quick walk.
Oh, you played 4?
Now batting number 19, Charles George.
Big Charlie George up to bat for the Colonels. He said he was going to hit one out this game. Let's see if he's going to fulfill that statement. That was contact. That's going to be a strike. But it's a start. And he's going to take that. And that's going to be a walk.
Now batting number 2, Jeremy Ansel.
Jeremy, the Southern Southpaw, up to bat. I'm going to rule that a ball. And I'm going to rule that a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike is the count. Man on first, man on second. Nathaniel Beaumont up to bat. And that's going to be a strike. 2 strikes, 1 ball. Jeremy Ansel, 1 man on base. My apologies, 2 men on base. And that's going to be a straight strikeout. Now up to bat, Nathaniel Bowman.
Now batting number 11, Nathaniel Bowman.
Charlie George and Seth Straka on base. That's going to be a strike. Bowman did not opt to swing. 1 strike, no balls. And Seth Straka going to make a move at third, and he's going to be safe. Man on first, man on third. 1 strike, 1 ball, 1 out. Nathaniel Bowman up to bat. Two balls, 1 strike for the Bravo Company first sergeant. And that's going to be about Charlie George. Seth Straka going to steal home. Charlie George going to make it on to second. And Nathaniel Bowman is still yet to hit the ball. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out for the Colonels. Charlie George on second. Seth Straka made it home. Score is 12-6 in favor of the Tigers, as the Tigers are going to opt for a timeout. After the timeout, Nathaniel Bowman is still up to bat with 3 balls and 1 strike. Charlie George on second base. And that's going to be a ball as Bowman is going to get off home plate and advance to first. As Anthony Robert Mellick is up to bat.
Now batting number 10, Anthony Miller.
And up on deck is big Papa John Latenzer. Some call him the toddler because of his physique. And that's going to be a ball for the first pitch. And that's going to be a strike. Mellick knew it. Yes, some call Papa John Papa John. Some call him Phil. Some call him the toddler. And some call him the mailman. He is a man of many names. And that's going to be a strike for Mellick. 2 strikes and 1 ball is the count. Charlie George still remaining on second. Hit up by Mellick, and that one is going to go out. 2 strike, 1 ball. Bowman on first, George on second. It's going to be hard for the Colonels to avoid an out here. And that's going to be a strike. And that's going to be 2 outs for the Colonels.
Now batting number 15.
As John Philip Latenzer up to bat.
Papa John.
Papa John, he got the sauce.
And that's going to be a ball for John. As 1 strike, no balls for Papa John. 1 ball, 1 strike is a count. Bowman on first, George on second. Ethan Jamal Hirsch up on deck. That's going to be 2 balls, 1 strike for the count. And John's going to swing and miss. 2 strikes, 2 balls for Papa John. Praying he avoids a strikeout here. And Papa John's going to hit that one up and over. Foul ball. Count going to remain 2 strikes, 2 balls.
No, he did not. Of course, I completely forgot because I've slept since then.
Let's go, Papa. And he's going to swing and miss. That's going to be a strikeout for Papa John. An unfortunate sight for Colonels fans. With 2 men on base, the Colonels are going to walk it back in. Now we head to the bottom of the 5th, nearing the end of this game. Cole Wilson up to bat. Ethan Hirsch ready to send this pitch away. And that's going to be a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. As Papa John Latenzer on third, Luke Wolf on second, and Charlie George on first. Avon Hernandez at catcher. That's your infield for the Colonels, as well as Seth Straka at shortstop.
So this is just your all second game? Game number 2? How many we played? Like 10?
2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, because we have like 2 more this week.
They're gonna rule out a ball. 3 balls, no strikes. And that's gonna be another ball. That's a walk.
My right guard.
And that's gonna be a ball by Hirsch. And that's going to be a strike by Hirsch. 1 strike, 1 ball. As you see the smile on Ethan Hirsch's face as he's getting ready for a hopeful strikeout. And that one's going to go wild right.
No, that does not count. What's a ball? When you have runners on base, there's certain rules you have to follow as a pitcher. Like you have to come together, you have to step towards the plate. Like if you pitcher makes a mistake. To keep from
Our cameraman made an error.
trying to fool the left is why they
His apologies.
So when the pitcher makes a mistake and there's runners on.
It's be 2 balls, 1 strike is the count. Man on second. Ethan Hirsch hoping for a strikeout here, as always. And that's going to be a line drive fielded by Luke Wolf to Charlie George for the out. Man made it to third. Be 1 out so far.
Now batting for your Tigers, number 3, Tyrus Allison.
It's more like a $4 now.
He's not like $20.
He was the upside down dude at the Super Bowl halftime show. The surprise.
Come on, Ty. Oh, don't hit.
That's going to hit pop fly straight up. Luke Wolf going to call it, and that's going to be out.
What the heck are you doing?
Luke Wolf contributed to the past 2 outs.
That ball would have
Huge play by Luke,
turned your back.
as that's 2 outs so far. Colonels seem to making a little bit of a resurgence late in the game.
Now batting number 26, Chase Shoemaker.
Shoemaker up to bat now. Hirsch looking to replicate the last 2 batters. Man's going to run home, and he's going to make it safe. As the score is going to be 13-6 now.
You have to keep your helmet on when you're on the field. Can't take it off till you're in the dugout.
Well, what if you run and helmet comes off?
Well, that's different.
And Hirsch going to throw another ball. 2 balls, no strikes. There's the count. Once again, another ball. 3 balls, no strikes. No men on base.
Yeah, he's blaming on mom. He went Florida for a while.
And they're going to call that a walk.
Now batting number 12, Cole Vibrock.
He played as a freshman sophomore.
And he's going to be called safe as Ethan Hirsch tried to trick him and end this inning. And Hirsch going to throw another ball. That's going to be a swing and a miss. It's going to be a strike now. 1 ball, 1 strike is the count.
Maybe it was the summer before my freshman year, because I don't think he played for high school, like high school ball.
Big pop fly up. Avon Hernandez going to catch it for the out. Big play by Avon Hernandez. Held the Tigers to 1 run that inning. Up to bat now for the Colonels, Ethan Jamal Hirsch.
Huge tiger head like that just out the center.
1 ball, no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes now. The freshman sensation Luke Wolf up next to bat. Luke Wolf in his signature football cleats. And Hirsch going to send that one to the left shortstop. And a quick out. This is the first we're going to see William Delaplane step out of the dugout. Camera did not pick him up. He was too far off to the right, but William Delphin is in fact here and present.
Okay.
Unsure of his status. That's a good pitch. Gotta rule that a ball. Luke Wolf up to bat now with Hunter MacArthur on deck. And Wolf, it's a quick pop fly. And that one is going to be safe, and he's going to stay.
I'm so good at this.
He's like he's wearing my cleats I use for football.
Now batting number 13, Hunter MacArthur.
Hunter MacArthur up to bat now. 1 out. And Luke Wolf's going to get the free walk to second. He's going to get the walk for an interference penalty. And that's going to be a foul ball. As the captain, Seth Straka, the Texan, on deck. And another
That's MacArthur.
strike for Hunter MacArthur. On deck. And big hit by Hunter MacArthur, as that's going to make it to left field fair. And MacArthur is going to stay safe on base. See if Luke Wolf will be able to pull this one in and make it home. Bring this one back into a 6-point game. As Big George up on deck.
Now batting number 1, Seth Straka.
Seth Straka up to bat now. His shoe of choice for this game is Cecil's Vans.
Come on, Ty. Flip.
And they're going to rule Luke Wolf out as he made an attempt to steal home off a ball.
That's my phone. You're right. But that ball bounced right back to him.
Seth Straka with 1 ball, no strikes. And that's going to be a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. One strike so far. 1 strike, 2 balls, 2 outs for the Colonels. MacArthur on second.
Basketball at 2 seam, if they make it, I throw a changeup or a curveball. That's what I would do.
And that one's going to be a ball, and MacArthur going to steal third.
Hi, Aunt Barb. We are in the top of the 6th. We are playing Missouri Military Academy.
And Seth Straka going to shoot the foul ball up. They are not going to be able to catch that one. MacArthur's going to walk back over to third. Seth Straka's going to walk back over with a full count. And Seth Straka, that's going to be a foul ball. Remains full count with 2 outs. Hunter MacArthur still on third base. And they're going to give him a walk. As Seth Straka, Hunter MacArthur on third, as Big Charlie George up to bat. Jeremy Ansel up on deck. After answer, we'll see Nathaniel Bowman. And Ryan Nowlin has stepped out of the dugout with the iPad as he's going to be coaching away.
Sure.
Ryan Nowlin wandering his way over to the plate. Unsure of what he is trying to accomplish.
Number 44, Garrett Belt.
As the Tigers are going to have a pitcher's change. Charlie George, after a near incident walking up to the plate, he is up to bat. Man on first. And that's going to be a ball. 1 ball, no strikes so far. It's going to be another ball. Pitch that Charlie George. Man on first, man on third. Ansel up on deck. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. 1 strike, 2 balls for Charlie George. And that one also going to be a strike. 2 strikes, 2 balls.
So pitch comes down, this guy fell off, and ball comes over, and both pitches hit, the kid hits the ball.
Oh, I have seen that one. Oh, get him, Noah.
He is safe. Seth Straka going to make it on to second base. Full count now for Charlie George with 2 outs. It's going to be a walker. It's going to be an out. Praying for bases loaded for the Southern Southpaw. Up to bat next. As Charlie George going to hit a dinger straight up. And that's going to be out. No runs for the Colonels. At the beginning of the 6th. That's going to be a ball pitched by Ethan Hirsch. No men on base. No outs, no strikes. And that one's going to be foul. 1 strike, 1 ball. And Hirsch with the pitch, that's going to be a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Not your cheese, Bradley.
And that's going to be
I see how it is.
that is not going to be a walk.
I'm just gonna dip it in there.
Huge shout out to my co-host Bradley Thumby for hooking us up with some hot dogs and nachos, as well as some drinks. And huge shout out to the Versailles concession stand for hooking us up as well and treating us right. Hey, he brought the condiments too, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be a pitch by Hirsch, and that's going to be another walk.
Number 5, Jesse Comer.
Ethan Hirsch threw a strike there.
Justin Hamrick.
Ethan readies the pitch. Charlie George ready to do anything at first. And Charlie George misses the ball. And he's going to make it on to second base. Exchanges words with MMA's captain, Seth Straka. 1 strike is the count.
Score every time.
And that's going to go over Papa John's head, but going to be fielded by Seth Straka before anything more could happen. Ethan Hirsch. That's going to be a foul ball hitting right up. Ethan Hirsch clearly getting aggravated with this runner on third. He's going to take the windup and fire.
TJ didn't have any interest. All he kept saying was, "Can I play the drum?" Nope. Why would a wedding make you that interested?
2 strikes, 2 balls is the count. One man on third.
Let's see the homeschool, so that was real music. I took him to Joy Thomas, and she taught him.
And that's going to be a strikeout for Ethan Hirsch. 1 out so far.
Is it a camera real quick? I use that.
Now batting for your Tigers, number 27, Noah Dykesel.
Ryan, watch out.
David Hernandez. Gonna take that one in. After a ball by Hirsch. Big pitch. That's gonna be second ball. No strikes, 1 out. Score 13-6 in favor of the Tigers. Man on third base. And that's going to be a ball. 3 balls, no strikes. And that's going to be a strike. 1 strike, 3 balls. Big pop fly. Right up to Hunter MacArthur, who's going to drop it. Runner's going to remain safe. Big error.
No, he's safe.
So was baseball his primary because he didn't go to track?
Yes.
That's going to be a strike. Ooh. And a hit on the man on second by David Hernandez.
That's what I was thinking. Like, woo.
1 strike, 1 out.
I'll channel Kyle Nowalski. Indeed it did.
Indeed, it did.
And that one's going to be out. 2 strikes, no balls. What?
Because they argued that for track, baseball's a team sport. Well, track is too. I don't know. All right. Cole Wilson is team.
And that is going to be runner safe.
How much longer this is gonna last?
1 more inning.
Now batting for your Tigers, number 24, Cole Wilson.
Cole Wilson up to bat for the Tigers. That's going to be a ball.
Be on base.
2 balls, no strikes.
Get off of it.
Yeah, those don't.
Get off of it.
That's going to be another ball. 3 balls, no strikes. Three balls, no strikes is the count. Big foul. 3 balls, 1 strike now. And that's a strike. Full count now. That's going to be a hit right out to Luke Wolf over his head. Nearly able to haul that one in. That's going to be 2 runs in.
Too much is happening at the same exact time, man.
Score 16-6. And they're going to call the ball game by mercy rule. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for this broadcast of Colonels Varsity Baseball. It was a pleasure. From me, Angelo Urnetta, and Bradley Thumbie, we say thank you for watching and good night.